All right, welcome to Buck Don't Know Shit. It is another beautiful day in Texas. A happy day, I would say, right? Car starts, turn the key and it turns on, like no problem. Like, it's amazing. So, very happy about that. And now I can focus on everything else. And then my little Thunderbird Emblem is really struggling. So I don't know if I can get a new one of those, or I'm sure you can somewhere. But it seemed like I looked for the 65s and they don't have them, and I think the 66s and 64s are different. I think one of them just says Thunderbird, doesn't have the Thunderbird. And I think to get that off, you got to pretty much pull this bumper off, which I am about committed to doing that, I think. So I wasn't going to, but I think I'm going to.
Okay, so this back bumper, I believe the way this comes off, this is attached to this. You see kind of these bolts here. Look like bumper bolts, you know. So, but this whole thing has to come off, and then you take these off the back. So there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 bolts, and I can't get these two or the same two down on that end off because they have these stupid ass square keepers that are in here that are in like a housing, and it's a square nut basically, and the housing is supposed to keep the square nut secure. But what happens is they seize up and you turn on them, and the square nut, instead of stopping, it just presses the keeper open, and then it's spinning, and then you really have no recourse. I've tried to get stuff down in there to like wedge them. I've had luck with that on others of these, but these just cannot, either it's too loose or I just cannot get something in there good to stop it. So it looks like I'm gonna have to cut 4 heads off of these, and then when I get done with that, come back in here and try to figure out how to replace and fix these nuts. So yeah, this is the joys of, it's been a while since I've taken an old part like this off the car. Yeah, I would say I don't miss it. Don't miss it. But this is about as bad as 4 bolts for one part that I can't get off. I don't think I've had that issue with any other part on the car. Well, just what I needed. More projects, right? I definitely 100% could have left this in the car and just fixed the wires and the taillight buckets, kind of clean them up and put this back in. But I knew this thing needed to come out. You can see it is not like rusted through, but definitely lots of heavy surface rust, and it's dirty and just, and you know, the bolts are seizing up, and there's lots of things that needed to be done to it.
What are we doing today? Yeah, I've opened a can of worms like I like to do. Took this back bumper off, which was a bitch because 4 of the bolts had cut off. Now I gotta figure that catastrophe out. And actually, so they're on these brackets here, which these do come off. This one and this one comes off. There is 2 bolts down here, which they are also held in by those square keepers. So back, I don't know what they're called. They're square nuts that are held in a housing that's supposed to keep the nut from turning, but when they get tight, the nut stretches out the housing, and then the nut starts spinning, and then you can't get the bolts out. So like, you really can't get them out without cutting them. So hopefully that doesn't happen here, and we are able to just unscrew them like a bolt's supposed to. Okay, so that was actually easy. I was able to get the impact on them. You can see it was these big bolts here, and they just, yeah, came right out.
Now I got to get these suckers cleaned up, because they are dirty as hell. Need a little grinding, need a little primer, but no big deal on those. So, yeah. And now I can get in here and, yeah, kind of probably will hit some of this with the grinder. Maybe some of that seam sealer. I don't want to remove much of that. Just probably lightly with the wire cup brush. Go over all this, clean it real good. Just soap and then some window cleaner, and then I'll probably put a little rust converter on it, and then probably yeah, I need to get down here where those brackets mounted. Make sure I get some good stuff on them. Yeah, those keepers are on the back sides of here, so I'm not going to be able to replace them. That is pretty thick, beefy material right there. So anyway, yeah, got a little bit of cleanup work to do. Got this up on the bench. I'm about to take it apart, get these little mud flaps off. That's easy. Hit this with, I went back to, found another can of knocker loose, and I'm not saying one works. PB Blaster, knocker loose, even WD-40, which I can't find I know I have some WD-40 in it somewhere, but anyway, maybe I need to buy some more. But PB Blaster just smells terrible. It smells like kerosene. It's like just terrible. Like knocker loose has a pleasant odor. WD-40, I think everybody kind of likes the smell of WD-40. PB Blaster, y'all smell like gasoline. Like I mean, I would rather pour gasoline on my hands than get that shit on me. It smells so bad.
There it is, the new camera, the ZV-E10 by Sony. I don't know. We'll see how it goes. It's hard to get used to it so far, but we'll see. Well, all right. I got my first shot with the new camera. I don't know. We'll see how it goes. I gotta find what I did with my impact. There it is. Alright, let's get this done. Favorite thing, that Alright, that's off. This thing should get out of there now. No problem. Definitely need to clean the inside of that. That looks like shit. Yeah, so you can see it's pretty dirty down in here. Got some rust scale. Go out there and dump this dirt out of it and get down in there with wire wheel best I can, and then hit it with some rust converter, and then I probably will I think it'd be easiest to do some Eastwood, brush on some kind of brush on primer inside here. Probably would be the easiest thing. So that's what I'm about to do. Clean that up. I'm gonna get this one apart. I'll show you that when I finish it. Just a couple little bolts there. And that plate should come off. And see what I'm looking like on my Thunderbird emblem. See if I can get it shinied up, painted. There we go. So I got this thing apart, the little emblem holder Dumafachi, whatever you call it, and you can see it's a little rusty, but here's my little emblem, and basically it has this rubber backing, which is black, which I can clean, and then so the clear glass, plastic, whatever, probably, you know, dust that up a little bit. And on the inside, the Thunderbird is just kind of painted in there with a silver paint. So I think I can clean this up. I'm going to try a few things, just scraping it out. That's what I'm going to try. It's not going to look probably as good as if I went and bought one, but it's kind of one of those details I kind of like, you know, taking the actual old stuff when you can and trying to make it look as nice as possible. Project Thunderbird emblem, I guess. So what I've done, I went basically just cleaned as much of the paint off. I could have got these edges a little better, but it came off with lacquer thinner fairly easily. I had to scrape a little bit of the silver out of it, but you see inside the bird it's recessed, in case you can't see that on the camera. I got it filled with grease, and I have wiped and wiped and wiped, window cleaner, cleaned all around the exterior part, which is supposed to be black. It looked like it had black paint on the plastic and not just the black backing before, and I think this is going to work. And so after I get a couple coats of black on, then I will come clean this grease out and hopefully not mess up the black paint, and then come with a chrome, just spray, because you'll be looking at it from this side, so the black will still be showing. Gonna see how it looks. It's either gonna work and I won't have to buy a new one, or I'm gonna have to buy a new one. So figured might as well give it a shot. It does have a little bit of cracking in the glass, but down on that end, I think that's just gonna add a little character, is what we'll call it. Got my Taillight buckets out, and so you can see the chrome, it's not chrome I don't think, but whatever coating they used in the factory is turning, and it doesn't feel like it's flaked off. I don't know, because you can't feel a line and nothing's like flaking, but it's, you know, turned black at the bottom of this one is real bad. The other one, this was the one on the driver's side, I think that's the bottom, I don't know. Anyway, you see it's got some of it, but it's not as bad. But basically my solution, and I've watched Auto Resto Mod do something with one of his cars, and same type of thing. And I have this flavor, this is Rustoleum that they had at Walmart, and I got another can, yeah, Dupli-Color. So don't really have a recommendation on these yet, and I'm going to try both of them, that one and that one, on the back of here, and just see how it looks. And yeah, just kind of make a decision based off of that. I got my black on the Thunderbird emblem. See, I still got the grease piled up in there, and I got a couple coats on it. I went ahead and painted the rubber backing again. Probably hit this side sometime just to, I don't know, it's not that it's still a little tacky, so let me wait on that. But trying to get all of this bumper project ready for reassembly anyway. I still got to get these guys ground and primed, and same with this guy. So still have some work to do, quite a bit of work to do, but it's not going to be too bad. I should be able to get this done today, I think. Okay, so the Dupli-Color metallic chrome, it's this one, and this is the Rustoleum metallic. Now it doesn't say chrome on it, but it's what Walmart had, and at first I thought they were going to look almost identical, but as they've dried, the Rustoleum is more dull. You can see reflection, it reflects light decently, but the Dupli-Color, I mean, I can actually see myself in the reflection, right? You can see me there. So this is what I'm going to use on the inside. Okay, so got these chromed inside, and they are nice and shiny. You can see the reflection in there. I think that is going to be much better. I'm not planning on using LED bulbs, but if they're not bright enough, we always have that option. I think the Dupli-Color chrome paint, I mean, it doesn't look like actual chrome. Let's not kid ourselves, but definitely if you need to just make something shiny, that it does the job. It doesn't look bad. Okay, so I got my Taillight bucket, first coat of paint on it, and I did not, I basically went over it with a wire wheel, knocked the flaky, scaly rust off, cleaned it, put some rust neutralizer, which I gotta say, I was impressed. Just a PSA on this Loctite. I'm impressed with how it works, but they have got to find some better nozzles. These little guys here, which I've tried, lacquer thinner is what they're in now. I tried acetone. Acetone didn't seem to help. These little nozzles, you get about 3/4, maybe halfway through the bottle, and they start to plug up. I've got 2 bottles that are damn near full. The one that I emptied, I was able to use the nozzle off another one, you know, until it, but yeah, basically their nozzles suck. The product works good, but got to be able to spray it to use it. So I've got 2 basically full cans right there that I can't use currently. Alright, it's not perfect, but it looks a hell of a lot better than it did. And I think once it gets in the bezel or whatever you call that deal in the back, it's going to look pretty damn sharp. I don't know, it saves me a little bit of money, and yeah, I think it's got some character. It's not perfect, like I said, but it's the original. Alright, there it is, all assembled in its little housing. I think it looks badass. I'm very happy with the way this turned out. Not perfect, but it's free, and I think it looks pretty damn awesome. Alright, y'all, there it is. I'm gonna get this thing assembled. It is assembled. Get it flipped over, take a look at her. Okay, y'all, I am very happy with it. I got a couple carriage bolts I ran short. I'm gonna have to run the hardware store and pick those up, but other than that, this thing is ready to go in the car. Looks much nicer than it did before, and I am very, very happy with it. So can't wait to get it back in the car now.